In this countdown of the 10 most iconic kitchen items from the 1970s, we're revisiting the colorful, durable, and sometimes questionably stylish products that defined a generation. Number 1. Tupperware, the colorful king of the 70s. Remember those kitchen cabinets that burst open with an avalanche of plastic containers? The ones your mom would send you home with after Sunday dinner, filled with leftover pot roast? That's right. We're talking about Tupperware, the plastic storage solution that became a cultural phenomenon in the 1970s. While plastic containers seem commonplace today, Tupperware represented something revolutionary in American kitchens. These weren't just containers. They were status symbols acquired through exclusive Tupperware parties where neighborhood women gathered to socialize and shop. The genius marketing strategy transformed ordinary housewives into saleswomen, creating economic opportunities while reinforcing community bonds. By 1974, there was a Tupperware party happening somewhere in America every 2.5 seconds. Second, Corelle dinnerware. While those iconic Harvest Gold and Avocado Green Tupperware containers kept food fresh in the refrigerator, have you ever wondered about the plates families actually ate off of in the 1970s? Enter Corelle living ware, the dinnerware that defied physics by somehow being lightweight yet nearly indestructible. Introduced by Corning in 1970, these miracle plates quickly became a kitchen revolution. Before Corelle, American families faced an impossible choice: use heavy, breakable everyday dishes or save the good china for special occasions only. Corelle changed the game entirely with its space-age technology. The secret lay in a 3-layer glass lamination process originally developed for television screens in the 1940s, creating dishes so resilient you could literally drop them on the floor without damage. The popular butterfly gold and spring blossom green patterns weren't just pretty. They were specifically designed to coordinate with those trendy 1970s kitchen colors. What made these dishes truly revolutionary was the combination of elegance and practicality. For the first time, average families could use beautiful dinnerware daily without fear of breakage. Third, CorningWare casserole dishes. While Corelle revolutionized what families ate on, another kitchen breakthrough was changing how they cooked. Those familiar blue cornflower patterned dishes weren't just pretty additions to your kitchen cabinets. They represented a material science miracle that began as a happy accident. In 1958, scientists at Corning accidentally discovered pyroceram while working on completely unrelated projects. This remarkable glass ceramic could withstand a temperature shock that would shatter ordinary dishes. Imagine taking something straight from the freezer and putting it directly into a hot oven without a second thought. By the 1970s, CorningWare had become essential in American homes, found in a staggering 70% of households across the country. It's not hard to understand why. These versatile dishes eliminated the frustrating cycle of transferring food between cooking vessels, serving dishes, and storage containers. For increasingly busy families with both parents working outside the home, this wasn't just a convenient feature. It meant fewer dishes to wash and more time to spend together. The iconic blue cornflower pattern that adorned these revolutionary dishes has an interesting story of its own. It wasn't created by some famous designer, but by Joseph Baum, a staff artist who never received royalties for what would become one of the most recognizable designs in American kitchens. His simple yet elegant pattern has stood the test of time, becoming an instantly recognizable symbol of practical American design. 4. Pyrex mixing bowls and bakeware. In the realm of treasured kitchen heirlooms, few items have achieved the iconic status of vintage Pyrex. Those colorful nesting bowls didn't just sit pretty on kitchen shelves. They revolutionized how American families cooked and stored food during the 1970s. Though Pyrex had existed since 1915, the 70s truly marked its golden age with the introduction of those unmistakable primary colors, mixing bowls that have become the holy grail for today's collectors. Looking at those vibrant blue, green, yellow, and red bowls stacked neatly in kitchen cabinets across America, you'd never guess they were engineering marvels. What made these pieces truly groundbreaking wasn't just their eye-catching colors, but their remarkable functionality. The transparency of Pyrex allowed home cooks to monitor their creations without repeatedly opening the oven door, a simple innovation that transformed the baking experience. Fifth, Revere Ware Copper Bottom Cookware. If quality kitchenware defined the 1970s home, nothing said, "We've arrived," quite like the weight of a Revere Ware pot in your hand. What made these copper-bottom treasures so special that families still use their original sets 50 years later? The answer involves revolutionary engineering, a midnight rider, and a manufacturing promise that was actually kept. These weren't just ordinary pots and pans, they represented a genuine breakthrough in kitchen technology. The unique combination of stainless steel bodies with copper-clad bottoms didn't just look pretty. It significantly improved heat distribution, allowing for even cooking and better temperature control that home cooks quickly came to appreciate. At its peak, Revere Ware wasn't some niche product. It was a kitchen empire, producing over 10 million pieces annually during the 1970s. That means nearly one-third of American households owned at least one piece, often proudly displaying that distinctive Patriot Rider logo. The brand cleverly leveraged its connection to American revolutionary Paul Revere in marketing campaigns that emphasized patriotism and American manufacturing quality. Sixth, Fiesta dinnerware. After the meticulous copper polishing rituals of Revere Ware, American families in the 1970s were ready for dinnerware that made a bold statement without the fuss. When the Homer Laughlin China Company reintroduced Fiesta dinnerware in 1969, they couldn't have timed it better. These vibrant dishes transformed ordinary family meals into colorful celebrations that perfectly matched the decade's casual yet expressive attitude. What's fascinating about Fiesta's 1970s comeback is how it democratized designer tableware. Frederick Hurton Ried's concentric rings design was intentionally simple yet distinctive, allowing families to mix and match sunset orange, cobalt blue, and sunshine yellow pieces to create personalized table settings that express their individual style. Before Fiesta, well-designed tableware belonged primarily to the wealthy, but these affordable pieces brought artistic design to average American homes. Did you know those bright orange Fiesta plates from before 1973 had a secret ingredient? The vibrant glaze contained uranium oxide, making these dishes slightly radioactive. When the FDA raised concerns, the formula changed, instantly making those pre-1973 pieces highly collectible, partly for their unique properties and partly for their historical significance. 7. Melmac melamine dinnerware. If Fiesta dinnerware was the artistic choice for 1970s tables, melamine was the practical champion that survived everything a busy family could throw at it, literally. Those virtually indestructible dishes with their pastel hues weren't just another kitchen item. They were armor against the chaos of family dinner time. While we associate these lightweight dishes with the 70s, they actually have a fascinating origin story. Did you know melamine was originally developed for military applications during World War II before finding its way onto your dinner table? This military-grade material created dinnerware that could survive drops from countertops and the enthusiastic handling of energetic toddlers without a scratch. Popular brands like Stetson, Bundt and Texas Ware dominated the market, each offering distinctive patterns that mimicked more expensive ceramics while maintaining that signature indestructibility. For families navigating the economic challenges of the 1970s, with inflation running rampant and the energy crisis straining budgets, melamine offered the perfect solution. Affordable dishes that wouldn't need replacing every time someone dropped one. 8. Sears Mary Mushroom Canisters. As practical as melamine dishes were, the 70s kitchen wasn't complete without a touch of earthy whimsy. Those mushroom canisters sitting on your grandmother's counter weren't random decorations. They represented a profound shift in how Americans connected their urban homes to nature during a growing environmental movement. When Sears introduced their Mary Mushroom collection in 1972, they created more than just storage containers. This wasn't a single product, but an entire ecosystem of kitchen accessories: cookie jars, salt and pepper shakers, butter dishes, wall clocks, and matching dish towels. Suddenly, you could transform your entire kitchen into a woodland fantasy with a few strategic purchases. Why mushrooms? They perfectly embodied the decade's fascination with nature and ecology. Those earthy browns, oranges, and greens weren't just decorative choices, they symbolized Americans' budding interest in organic living and environmental awareness. The forest was literally sprouting on your countertop. 9. Lenox Temperware. Just as Sears made kitchen items accessible to everyone, another company was quietly transforming American dining rooms with an elegant compromise. Those cream-colored dishes with the pretty flowers that Mom only used for Sunday dinners? That was Lenox Temperware, introduced in 1973 as the perfect middle ground between everyday plates and fancy china. While Lenox had built its reputation on fine porcelain that required delicate handling, Temperware represented something entirely new: sophisticated dinnerware that could handle the dishwasher. This wasn't just convenient, it was revolutionary for the changing American family of the 1970s. With more women entering the workforce, those beautiful patterns like merriment, sprite, and fantasy offered something precious: elegance without fuss. The special ceramic material could withstand daily use while still looking refined enough for company dinners. And unlike traditional china, you wouldn't need to spend hours hand-washing each piece afterward. For Lenox, creating Temperware was a bold move. This prestigious company, known for fine dining, was acknowledging that modern families needed practical solutions. They deliberately priced these sets to be attainable for middle-class households during financially challenging times. 10th, George Briard Glassware. While Lenox Temperware brought practicality to family dining, there was another design sensation that appeared exclusively when guests were expected: the shimmering, gold-decorated glassware that transformed ordinary gatherings into special occasions wasn't just pretty. It represented pure 1970s hosting glamour. Meet George Briard, a name that wasn't actually a person at all. Behind those dazzling designs was Jakub Broido, a Russian-born Jewish immigrant who created a distinctly American luxury under his artistic pseudonym. His most celebrated 1970s patterns, Forbidden Fruit and Persian Garden, featured intricate gold detailing that was applied through a meticulous manufacturing process involving gold leaf or paint, turning everyday serveware into statement pieces. What made Briard's work special was the perfect balance of luxury and affordability. While fine crystal and silver remained out of reach for most families, his glamorous yet reasonably priced pieces allowed middle-class hosts to entertain with sophistication. The timing couldn't have been better, as the 1970s saw a boom in home entertaining where presentation became paramount. Each gold-embellished serving tray or cocktail glass wasn't merely functional. It was a social currency that transformed ordinary get-togethers into elegant affairs. The gleaming surfaces added a touch of opulence that made even simple snacks feel special.